This is kind of like a rant or whatever, my opinion on abortion, gay marriage. Because I was gonna make two different separate videos, but I'm just too lazy and I gotta go to sleep soon because it's 4 in the morning. And so I think abortion's perfectly fine, and you know, it's like, because if you think about it, it's their body, and to like those really hardcore Christians or whatever who are like, oh, you're killing someone. It's not really. I mean, obviously, I'm not a spiritual person. I'm not. I'm agnostic, and even then, I'm in like in between agnostic and atheist. It's all very confusing. I just don't even like to deal with it, the whole religion thing. And both of these topics I'm going to talk about like highly have to do with Christians, or not even just Christians, just religion, or people who just find it gross for gays. So I think I'm pro-abortion because it's totally up to them. I mean, what if, okay, so say this person who is unfit to be a mother, and they know they are unfit to be a mother, and most people are going to be like, oh, just adoption. Well, like, what if they don't have the time to even be pregnant? Like, um, okay, I want to be like really geeky here, and like Bones, from Bones, Dr. Brennan. She's the type of person who should not have a child because she just cares about her work way too much. So she can't even be pregnant. And there's people who are like teenagers. They should not be pregnant either because they're going to get teased. Crack hose, which sounds really bad, but they should not be pregnant because they're freaking on crack and like heroin and stuff, and it's gonna infect the baby, and the baby's gonna have a shitty life. So just end it now. And so say you got raped as a child, which sounds bad because it is, and you know that you're going to kill yourself if you have this baby, or you're going to do something horrible because you were raped and you don't want this child. So, you know, and even if none of those apply to you and you just don't want to be pregnant because it freaking sucks, that's your choice. It does not matter if it has fingernails or like if it has a heart. I mean, it doesn't even know what's right or wrong now. It's all it cares about. It doesn't even care about what it cares about. So it doesn't even matter. It's it's like saying, oh, okay, like people who eat seeds or eggs, like chicken eggs. They're like, oh, I'm gonna eat this chicken egg, but that could have been a baby chick. But you don't care because you're hungry. In seeds, like for plant seeds or sunflower seeds, that could have been a big, beautiful sunflower, but you don't care because you want to eat it. And it's a really bad example. But those, like the chicken egg, doesn't care. You don't care. Just let the person do whatever the hell they want. Right? And that was my rant on abortion. So, and now it's like gay marriage or just gays overall. I think it's perfectly fine. It does not affect you at all. Um, just because, like, okay, so me and my friends, we get teased a lot for being gay or bisexual, which are just all rumors because I like guys, and my friend is bisexual and all these things, and I'm perfectly fine with it. But she hasn't told anyone, and you've seen those videos, and yeah, and so it does not affect you. I got crowded in a corner one time, and they were all like, "Are you gay?" And it was just a bunch of girls in a locker room, and I'm like, "No, I'm not gay." Right? And they're like, "Okay, you sure you ain't gay?" Because they talk really ghetto. And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Okay, good, because if you were gay, that'd be bad." And I'm like, "Why?" They'd be like, "Because you're going to go to hell, and it's nasty." I'm like, "Okay, so what I do, even if I was gay, just because I like vagina, because it's gross to you and not to me, How does that affect you? And even if I do go to hell, and you're obviously not for making fun of me for this stupid reason, because you're so freaking Christian and go to church every Sunday, and you're not going to hell, why does it matter to you? If you're going to heaven, we're going to two completely different places. Like, you won't ever see me in the afterlife. And, like, after middle school or high school, you won't ever see me. So, it's dumb. And I'm, like, so, it's really dumb. And gay marriage, like, okay, so I live in California, if you don't know this, and, like, I think about 4 or 3 years ago, there's a bill, well not a bill, like a law thing, or like a prop, like it was called Prop 8, and I think it was like I don't know, it had to do with gay marriage, and so we can't have gay marriage anymore. Like we never had it, and I think it was to get gay marriage, and it was shut down, and it was outvoted, right? And well, that pissed me off, and I was only like 9 years old, and I was just like, that's so messed up, because it doesn't affect you. Just because your neighbor happens to have a girlfriend and they're a girl, or they have a boyfriend and they're a boy, it does not affect you. And that whole lie about, oh, okay, so if you surround yourself with a bunch of gay people, you're going to be gay. That's not true. That is so not true. Okay? Then I'd be a complete lesbian. And I'm not, so. And it kind of pisses me off when people just, like, assume that gay people are going to hell and that they're gross. And, I mean, okay, the only reason should go to hell, if there is one, is because you, like, were the green light killer or something. And the only reason anything would be gross is if, like, I don't know, like, 2 girls, 1 cup, that's gross. Which I haven't even seen, I don't want to see. So, and it has nothing to do with you. And both these topics, it has nothing to do with you. So just leave it alone. Because someone gets an abortion or someone's gay doesn't mean you're gay or you killed a child. So everyone has their opinions. Like I know I've met a couple people who are against gays, and it kind of ticked me off. Yeah, well, it didn't kind of tick me. It ticked me off. It pissed me off. I was like, okay, you freaking judgmental, horrible person. Well, but I got to meet and I got to know them, and they aren't bad people. They just have different beliefs, and so if you were against these, that's good for you. But just open up your mind and just think about the fact that it does not affect you. And yeah, and like we're going back to abortion now. Half the people who say abortion is bad have abortions probably, and they're just, you anyways, yeah, so, my opinion is, do whatever makes you happy, just as long as it does not, like, hurt you or others, and totally goes against, like, the whole abortion thing, hurt you or others, but, like, as long as you're not doing, like, popping acid and doing Oxycontin, or, yeah, or, like, you're not going around killing and raping people, I think you're a perfectly good person, unless, you're a complete douchebag to everyone. So, think about that. And if you ever meet someone who is against gay marriage or, like, against abortion, and you believe you're pro for those things, like I am, don't fight them, because I've done that before, and it's just a waste of your energy and time. I spent, like, so much time just arguing with those people, and it's not worth it. You just say, okay, whatever, and then you just don't talk to them again. So, everyone has their beliefs. The bad thing is though is like a lot of people who are against the things I'm against or I'm pro for doesn't I don't like view the world the same way as I do, which I'm perfectly fine with. But they think, oh, I have to go change her mind now. Like my brother, he's so into pot, and I really think it makes you dumb. And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, okay, whatever, cooking pot is perfectly fine. And he's like, oh no, you're lying. I have to change your mind, truly. And it's not gonna work. So you know, this video I've gone on for too long, but yeah, and I'm not gonna go and say like fuck you to people who believe opposite, again, like different from me. So, alright, bye. That's my point of view. Leave me comments telling me what your view is. If you disagree with me, don't cuss me out though, okay? Cause that's just rude. Um, but if you disagree with me, just say you disagree, and you know we're done then. And if you agree with me, that's awesome. Cause I like it when people agree with me. It's satisfying. Alright, well, bye.